Welcome back, everyone. Today we're talking about the Oklahoma City Thunder on the road to Minnesota to take on the Timberwolves. Game 3, Western Conference Finals. My best bets are on the way. As always, my name's Austin. Thanks for tuning in on a Saturday. Let's recap how we did yesterday. Clean and easy. 1-0 sweep. We'll take that. Josh Hart's under in points. Sweat free. You didn't. What are you in with? He shot like 2 times, at least going to the fourth quarter. We take that. Now, I do know the ladder challenge lost. We actually lost 2 legs. Pascal Siakam went nuclear, and Karl-Anthony Towns, I don't know what the heck was going on with him, as my Knicks are now down 0-2. Congrats to the Pacers. But let's dive in. Let's see if this Timberwolves team can fight back and try to get closer in the series and maybe go to 1-2. We'll dive in and talk about my favorite prop. We'll talk about my favorite side or total, and we'll do everything in between. I'll dive into my favorite play right now in this video. Let's talk about it. Dante DiVincenzo under 9.5 points. We're going back to another under. Unders have paid us this season. Playoffs have been not great. We keep losing on the hook on some unders, but I really do like Dante DiVincenzo's under in points. They have minus 115 on Caesars. How do I say this nicely? Dante sucks. He sucks, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. If he figures out how to score the basketball today, congrats to him. But he has been terrible, and I think Chris Finch has to pull the plug on him eventually. He has been bad, and it's been highlighted in that game 2 loss in OKC. He was bad. Let's look at the box score. He was minus 27. He only played 22 minutes, minus 27, 4 turnovers. He can't knock down his open shots. What are we playing him for? When you look at on the flip side, his comparisons of the guy that played his minutes, Mike Conley, 20 minutes. Did he play well? No. But again, he doesn't turn over the ball, and he was a plus 14. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, another replacement for Dante. He played well, only a minus 6 in 25 minutes. What are we doing? We can't keep playing Dante DiVincenzo. And if he figures it out today, congrats to him. But I just don't think this guy's playing well. He's not shooting the ball well. He's a liability on defense. And he's turning the ball over for an OKC team that thrives on turnovers and scoring in transition. You can't keep giving them free buckets. And that's all Dante was doing when he was in the game. He was either breaking a 3, leading to some long rebounds, easy layups, or he was turning the ball over. And I get it. He can figure it out today. Dante DiVincenzo has scored 10 points in a playoff game before, but he's only done that in 2 of 12 playoff games this season. He's under this line in 10 of his last 12. If you look at his other lines, so you're looking at just his under in 3-pointers. His under 2.5 threes is just like minus 200 on FanDuel, minus 180 on almost every other book. So they're not confident he makes 3 threes tonight. And if he doesn't make 3 threes, if you look at over his last 32 games, when he has failed to make 3 or more threes, and he's played 30 or fewer minutes, he's under this line 81% of the time, failing to score 10 points. So again, if he gets hot from deep, I tip the cap, but he has failed to get hot from deep all series long, all postseason long. He's been bad, and I just don't see how we can play him. Mike Conley's a much better player than him. He's been shooting the ball just as well, or poorly, but he at least can take care of the ball and facilitate and set up teammates. I'm willing to find out on Dante DiVincenzo. If he goes over and scores 10, I'll look like an idiot, but he's just not playing well. And at the end of the day, the Timberwolves cannot afford to go down 0-3. No teams ever come back from a 3-0 deficit in the NBA. So in the NBA playoffs, this is an all or nothing game. We know Ant-Man's going to play a lot. We know Julius Randle probably bounces back and plays more. Jaden McDaniels, if he can avoid foul trouble, he'll play. And I just think Mike Conley and Nickeil Alexander-Walker are going to play Dante DiVincenzo's minutes. Do I think he gets benched completely? No, but if he comes in and he starts really sucking it up, I just don't see how we can play this guy in the second half. Play Naz Reid, play those other guys. This guy's been really bad this postseason. Sorry, Dante, the big ragu. I'm sorry. I probably shouldn't have ranted about you this much, but we're taking his under 9.5 points. It's my favorite play of the day. Now I'm going to talk about my underdog slip. This is going to include several other plays I looked at, but I just don't want to pull the trigger and force a ton of units into one specific game. A reminder on Underdog Fantasy, you guys know we love them, but Underdog, you can sign up using my code COS. Not only will you get this Ant-Man free pick for him to score 1 point, you think he's scoring 1? Yeah, absolutely. They'll also match your first deposit up to $1,000. So again, take advantage of that if you can. I forgot to update my slide thing, but here are all the states that Underdog is available in. I mean, look at that. So many states out there. So if it's in your state, sign up using that code. You get that free pick. You deposit $10. They'll give you some extra money to play and hopefully win some more of their money. We take all of Underdog's money here. Let's talk about my Underdog slip, though. I really like this one. It includes several leans I have. Julius Randle, the first one, for 11.5 rebounds and assists. I'm not going to bank on Julius to score. I know he got benched in the fourth quarter of the last game. But I think if you get benched, Sure, you might be more aggressive on the scoring side, but I think you're probably more aggressive hustling and making those plays. Because even if you're not scoring, if you're making the other plays, the plays that give your teams extra possessions or end defensive possessions, you get more playing time. And look at Mike Conley. He necessarily didn't shoot well, but he was a +6 in those 28 minutes. I think that's what you get out of Julius Randle today. Jalen Williams, he will be in the ladder. We will be fading him today. We'll be back on a day one, but we'll be fading him for points. Mike Conley, like I said, I think he's due a pretty good shooting game here. Plays better at home. Typically doesn't have back-to-back bad shooting games. And honestly, I think he plays upwards of 30 minutes today because Dante DiVincenzo sucks. Lou Dort, under 2.5 threes is always a free square on the road. That man can't shoot on the road. And then Shea, same thing, under 7.5 assists. I just don't anticipate his teammates shooting well. So you throw, I think, $20 on that, turns into almost 100. I think it's a pretty good parlay. That includes a bunch of leans I had. I get there's some alt lines in there, but I really like that little slip for Underdog. So again, sign up, use my code COS, $1,000 deposit match, and they'll give you that Ant-Man free pick. Take advantage of that. Now I'm going to turn over to my wife for her favorite pick. Jeez. She has lost 2 in a row. And I've been told if she loses 2 more in a row, she's hanging it up. But today she has a winner. If there was another play for me to take on the card today, she actually managed to pick. I promise I do not sway her. I asked, do you like FanDuel or DraftKings? She doesn't really know the difference. I just give her FanDuel or DraftKings, whichever I'm feeling on the day, and we let her ride. Today she's tired of taking overs and being caked, so she's turned over to the under train, and I love her pick today. I probably will actually tail the pick. I won't track it towards the record, but if I had to have a second pick, this is one that I would look very hard at. And that is Jalen Williams, under 26.5 points plus assists. Now, I get it's just my wife. She's 1-3, so you can fade it if you want. But, man, at 26.5 PAs for J-Dub, a guy coming off a really good shooting game, that feels like a winner. That feels like he ends with max 20. He gets like 17 points, 3 assists, and boom, you're done. You get cashed. So don't be shocked if he's in the ladder challenge for fading him. I just don't see him having a big game like he did in game 2. Historically in the playoffs, he has really struggled to turn back-to-back good games. We know the Timberwolves are going to give it their all. I just don't see J-Dub having another big game, and his teammates helping him out as well. I love the under 26.5 points plus assists. I think that is a winner. Trina cooked for you guys. Finally, let's end with our spread pick. We haven't cashed a spread or total pick in this series yet. We keep doing the Timberwolves plus the points, and it's always cake. I'm not doing it today, although we'll pay. I'm going to OKC. I would take their team total under 110.5. We saw them really struggle on the road in that Nuggets series. Sure, that's in Mile High, but this team doesn't shoot great on the road, and they've been relying on shooting a very high percentage from the 2-pointers. I just don't know if it's going to continue to stay that high. I know SGA will do his job, but the other guys, I don't know. I can't really trust them consistently on the road. So I would fade them if I had to do a side. I would take Timberwolves today, but I think the safer play is OKC team total under 110.5. I think this is a slower paced game. The Timberwolves are going to give it their all on the defensive side. I really think that would be where I'd go. Timberwolves, really, the turnovers have been the catalyst for OKC scoring so many points. If they can limit those by benching Dante DiVincenzo, as you know what, I really think this is a good spot to take it. OKC team total under. I'm not going to add it to the card, but I do like that as my favorite total or side in this game. I would leave the T-Wolves on the money line if I had to bet anything, but I'd rather not do that. I think the safer play is the team total under 110.5. I think this is a slower paced game. As my favorite pick of the day, you already saw it, me ranting about Dante DiVincenzo, the big ragu. Hate to do it to him. Really hope this turns into a winner, or else I really just lit a fire under his you-know-what. But let's have a day. Dante, not have a day. And let's go 1-0 once again for the third straight day. We'll maybe up the card to 2 picks tomorrow, maybe 3. I just want to pick things that I have value in. And these series, the conference finals are always tough. Some of the best teams in the NBA, and they're going to make tons of adjustments. So, again, Dante, we're just fading you. I really do like that Underdog Slip. So, again, if you want to sign up for Underdog, use that code COS, match your first deposit. You can tail the slip. I wouldn't be shocked if we're recapping a winner to tomorrow. For that, I'll have day 1 of the ladder challenge back in a little bit. Kind of good that Jamal Murray and Cat cost us a few days ago, because losing on a day 10 like that would have been annoying. But either way, let's bounce back today. I don't know how many more games we have left in the NBA. At minimum, we have only 8 games minimum. We're going to need some of these series to at least go game 5 or 10, but we don't have a lot of time before we have to do an MLB ladder, which has never happened before. We'll figure that out. Either way, good luck. Have a great Saturday. And let's go Timberwolves. Let's force a game 5, at least in this series. And Dante, you're going to hell. Sorry, didn't mean that. Have a great day. Have a great Saturday. See you guys back tomorrow. MLB video somewhere on the screen. Also, my BB announcement. Blah, blah, blah. Have a great day.